where I flew before the other day, so you can get a comparison and see what you prefer. So it's a slightly duller day today. I think the sun was shining and there was little puffy clouds the other day when I came out. Today it's a wee bit overcast, but it's still nice. And you can have a good look around instead of having to stare at the fixed view that I decide for you. So I'm taking the drone up now from the 15 metres height that was originally set at up to 60 metres. So there he's flying along at 60 metres. And he's still in clear view. And I intend to do quite a few more of these type of videos because as far as the comments go, it appears that they are quite popular, and I think I like the idea of the viewer being in control of the drone rather than me actually deciding what your view is. Right, so I'm turning the drone round now, but it really doesn't make any difference because you have the 360 view anyway, and you can look wherever you like. So it doesn't matter which direction the drone is flying in. You can look wherever you want. Whereas if I was just using the camera on the drone itself, you would really have to look wherever I point that camera. And another thing you could also say in the comments, if you like, is do you prefer this 360 view with the ability to choose which direction you look yourself, or do you prefer the camera, which is a much better camera on the drone? Do you prefer that camera and just a nice cinematic view that I decide where to fly and I decide what you'll see? Let me know what your preference is there, because I'm interested to see just how many people prefer this idea of looking at the view that you decide to. And what I'll do is I'll actually fly. I know this is going beyond what I did the other day, but I'll fly down the other side of the river as well for a few hundred metres. And I'll bring them down a bit too. In fact, you know what I'll do? I've actually been asked in the comments a few times if I can do some low-level flying. So what I'll do is, I'll do some low-level flying along the river. And I'll just make sure that the Wallace has the obstacle avoidance on, yet it's on to bypass. That's good. Right, so I'll fly him low along this river. And that way you can get a nice 360 view of a lower flight. I don't want to take them too low, obviously. And you could also tell me, if you don't mind, in the comments, do you prefer a low flight like this, or do you prefer the high flight, or maybe you prefer a bit of mix, so you get a chance to look around all the scenery from high up, and you also get a chance to have a look around at low level and maybe turn and see some of the sheep. So I'm going to hand land him here because it does have a big Insta3 hanging off the bottom, and obviously I can't land him on the ground, so I'm going to hand land, and this is going to be quite interesting just to see if this is going to be easy or hard. Right, let's try this. That was absolutely easy, no problem there. Actually, I can see I'm covering up the camera now, so let me hold it from behind. Right, so that was fairly easy there, hand landing and hand launching, which obviously with the Insta360 mounted on the bottom, that's the way I'm going to have to do it. So let me know what your preference is. Camera mounted on the bottom, camera mounted on the top, and if you prefer the low level flying to high level flying, or if you like a mixture of both. And I'll put it up in my whiteboard and work out some stuff to do at the weekend. Okay, thanks a lot.